Okay, my Aries, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Get in here, friend. I'm not gonna lie, friend. Sorry, y'all gonna probably hear Bliskins out there, but I'm not gonna lie, friend. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I have to be honest. Okay, so this is the thing. Part of you guys, this drama that is like around you, this hidden enemy energy, this hidden secrets, hidden agendas is around you. But for some of you guys, it's around you in the way of you need to watch your back in the workplace, or you just need to be more secretive because you are a threat, friend. Okay, especially if you're going after some type of competitive position or a pay raise. It's like whenever she hear me talking, I feel like she can hear me out there talking. She's probably singing. But this girl, I'm trying to see what she's singing. I don't know, but I'm getting that. But I was also getting, friend, I have to be honest, the first card that came out for you was a Three of Swords. Okay, this is no matter whether it's in the workplace, whether it's within your home, where you live, your community, who you talk to, siblings, family, lover, I don't know, friend. Okay, I am getting third party energy, I'm not gonna lie. So let's just talk about the month ahead. Actually, let me start with your advice. So this is the thing, I'm just gonna give it to you straight, bro. Okay, no matter who you are, whether you're doing good or whether, you know, you're feeling ambitious, you're not feeling mad, you're feeling happy, all I'm gonna tell you is there is a lot of weird ass energy around you. Okay, there are some things that you are not aware of. I do feel like, again, there is a hidden enemy in the workplace. For someone here, and I'm sorry, I am gonna call it out, I'm not wanting to make anybody paranoid, but when I first looked at this Three of Swords, Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, kind of in an iffy position, Page of Cups, and the High Priestess, I ain't like that. So first of all, there's secrets here. Okay, there's secrets. And I'm not gonna lie, you could be finding out about a pregnancy. Now, again, there could have been some infidelity, some cheating, people not being honest, okay? And I'm seeing like a birth. I'm seeing like someone find out about a child. For others of you, this could be like, you know, stories where you find out later in life that the person that you're with has had a child with somebody, but they didn't know. I'm not gonna lie, friend. I'm also getting that. Another way that I'm looking at that Page of Cups and this High Priestess is as you. If you know you're a mother and you have a child, there is a level of recognizing where the drama is. Some of you guys are being asked to end a relationship or remove yourself from an environment because it's not good for you and your child. It's just not good. Okay, it's like creating tension and drama where it doesn't need to be any. You know, especially for those of you where that applies, and it's like you're also trying to make way in the workplace. It's like you don't need this. I was also getting someone who is very, like, they're a force, okay, in whatever they do, especially if you work in a hospital. You might work with dementia patients, you might work in a nursery home. There's something very competitive about what you do for work. This month, friend, okay, I need you to keep your knowledge and your power on tuck, okay? There's something here about moving in silence, pulling back, not trusting everyone, especially if you are going for a certain position, because there's something happening in your environment that I feel like is making people go a little kooky a little bit. They're getting like, I don't want to say evil, but it just feels like there's just some weird energy. And I don't think it's, you know, it's like that. It's given like when friends turn to foes, okay? Yeah, and when I saw this 12th house, that already gave hidden energy or hidden enemy. Someone connected to your 4th house, 3rd house, or your 11th house, okay? So these are people in your environment, people like colleagues. I'm also thinking of friends, okay? People that you network with. Can I be honest, friend? There is somebody at your job that does not want you to get the position. There is someone trying to sabotage you at work. Let's talk about it. What's their sign? I'll roll it 3 times. We have a Virgo. A coworker. We have a Sagittarius. Okay. Ooh, double Sag. Okay, so double Sag and a Virgo. And something about that is given, I keep coming back to like the leader of something. Okay, someone that you may have went to for advice. Okay, someone that you depended on. If you know you have a toxic dynamic with a lover friend, it might be time to get out of Dodge. Because I'm just seeing a toxic environment, all right? This could even be with a roommate, and it's like, this is not working for you. This is not gonna work. Now, outside of that, let me go to my notes. So when we talk about the 12th house, this is like mainly what's gonna be activated in the month, or in the month ahead for you. So we have loss, suffering, you know, the 12th house can talk about sleep, death, endings, foreigners, misfortune, secret enemies, watery places. Somebody here could live by a beach, charities. Okay, you could be heavily focused on getting a charity off the ground. That's what I'm saying. Like, keep your ideas to yourself, because there's someone near you that has a plan to sabotage it. You might have slipped up and told them your plans, or there's something about a conversation that y'all had that made this person become threatened. Okay, they're threatened, friend. They're threatened. Now, we have outer space, geography, feet, left eye, astronomy. I was also getting professor, studies. Yeah, that can talk about a professor, studies. Somebody could be moving addresses, or they may need to escape. You might need a little bit of a getaway. I'm seeing a lot of self-undoing, like you using yourself, everything that comes with you, to undo these wires that I feel like got crossed or are getting crossed in your environment. This could be a big month where you connect to your heritage, or you're very nostalgic about certain events. I will say, friend, there is some suppressed anger coming to the surface. You can be a little bit more sensitive this month. Your intuition could also be heightened. Be mindful. Try not to be passive aggressive, okay? And be careful of rumination, like getting caught up in rumination. Yeah, I'm getting like this repressed, deep-seated anger. Okay, what is that? Now, outside of that, we do have oceanography, spiritual awareness. You could be a healer, a doctor. And like I said, if you are in some type of, like, you do something like some type of spiritual practice, or you're a doctor or you're a nurse, there is somebody that is in your environment that's also a part of the team that does not like you, friend. Okay? And it's funny because the Three of Swords, you know, I'm not, y'all here. The Three of Swords. Ooh, and it's funny because I just looked down and I saw triple threat. So you guys are a triple threat, and I need you to start acting like it, all right? So there is some type of, like, I don't know, y'all need to be vigilant when you move in the workplace. And it's not to be paranoid. It's just, I need y'all to move and walk like you're a big deal. Move and walk like somebody wants your, it's almost like somebody wants your position. Now, again, with this Three of Swords, you know, the Three of Swords can't talk about bad news. You know, I think a third party shit, hurt. Some of you are this close to stooping low to the drama, okay? Be mindful, friend. I can't tell you what to do, but I feel like instead of stooping low and going low, you might need to spare these individuals, okay? You don't got to put their head on a stake, because this card does talk about people being made an example. Like, it's like, okay, like, it's like someone saying, if anybody crosses my line, I'm going to put a sword in their head. And it's like, people didn't listen. They try you. And it's like, okay, now we see there's 3 motherfuckers right there with swords in their head. Okay, I'm going to have to give y'all the truth. I'm going to have to show y'all what it is. And I just seen 911, the number. Friend, please don't do anything that could compromise you or put you in jail. I'm not going to lie, friend. Somebody needs to hear that. Because I see a temptation, or there's some type of drama. Either it's your drama, or there could be a sibling or someone that is very close to you, like someone that you may have had kids with. And it's like, I don't know, like maybe you're finding out that there's a new addition. You might not be having a child, but for whatever reason, your baby dad who you're not with is having a child, and it's causing this drama, or it's making the environment that they're in unsafe. There's some weird triangulation happening here. But I was also picking up on with that Knight of Cups in reverse, there's a manipulative figure here, or due to some type of manipulation or some type of misinformation. That's another thing. There's like misinformation here. It's like causing these very intense actions to be had, and before anybody's fact checking to make sure that this is what it is, it's like people are just reacting. That's another thing that this Tower card talks about down here. This lady literally hauled herself off of the castle because of misinformation. Misinformation. Long story, don't feel like going into it. And look at the Lovers here. A choice that's being made, okay? So if you know you're someone trying to get out of a volatile situation, you need to do it and move in silence, and you need to be very strategic. I hope this isn't nothing super serious, you know, but if it is, this is not something that you just broadcast. This is something that you have to do in secret. You need to make sure that you have a little army, okay, that you have authority figures, maybe the police, maybe a restraining order for some of y'all, maybe some backup, okay? I don't know, like some of you guys, there could be a situation where you're wanting to move out. Now I'm thinking about this time that I was moving out and I need to get my stuff. And I don't know, like there might have to be reinforcement to make sure that a motherfucker don't try you while you're moving your stuff out. Or there might have to be assistance. Make sure there's people around that you trust. Because someone here is angry. And they're trying to keep you bound. Or they're trying to rock the boat in some type of way. I really do feel like there's some weird shit going on here, and I don't want you guys to, you know, fuck up a good opportunity, because some of y'all really got good opportunities in work. You're being looked at. I mean, you have the pizzazz, you have the charisma, okay, you have the look, you have the momentum, you have the creativity, okay, you got it. You're the Queen of Wands. That's what you need to focus on. Speaking skills, saying what you mean, meaning what you say, okay, factual shit. Don't get caught up in the emotional shit, but keep your grace. And if anybody gets out of line, that's when we need to bring in this Queen of Swords, which could be a judge, okay, someone that's going to advocate for you. This could be a boss that you know is going to reprimand somebody. This is that. So I don't know if you guys have been tiptoeing around protecting yourself in the workplace, or protecting yourself with a lover, family situation, or what have you. Even if it's not directly your situation, but it could be like a brother who gets kicked out of, I don't know, his baby mom's house, and it's like, you know, he only got you to live with, and it's like, you got to make sure that you protect what you have. You know, it's like, don't invite anything in that's going to dismantle what you're working so hard for. Okay, because I see that. Someone might be having to stay at your house for a little bit. I don't know. But, yeah. So let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me look at this. Yeah. I'm also seeing some sibling rivalries, distress, adversity. Friend. Something here. Okay, so when I ask what you need to focus on, it's this Queen of Wands and this Knight of Swords. Okay, this is your truth, being brave, being heroic, okay, taking action. This could also be, I don't know why I keep getting this vibe of studying the enemy so that you know their tactics. There is something like that. You kind of have to be in your villain era here. This is what this is kind of giving me, like studying the opposition so that you know how to move. And you need to be like 12 steps ahead. Okay, others of you, you're being asked not to engage, but instead pull out, take what you have, your assets, whatever remains, cut the cord, end it, move on, because the more you feed into this bullshit or keep yourself around to try to prove a point, it's gonna end up with this. And when I say this, I'm not talking about like an actual death. I mean, you know, this is real life, but I'm not saying that. It just feels like an unfavorable change, or an unfavorable event that puts you in a place where it's like look at him, he's just ahead, nobody. It's like, where's the rest of you? It's like more losses being had than gains. Okay, so you know, why put yourself in that situation? Instead, this is protect your peace, protect your children, protect your projects, whatever it is that you're planting a seed into, especially your creative ideas. Protect that. Protect your wealth, protect your ideas, because there is some shady ass energy moving around in your environment. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. And there could be a lot of theft with ideas, or trying to see what you're building and then dismantle it. Okay, so you need to keep things on tuck, friend. I'm getting a lot of like, keep it on tuck. Okay, not everybody needs to know everything. Like, I'm getting the whole shebang. All right. It might be time to walk away from something. And don't get caught up in, see, I have to be honest with you, friends. Some of y'all are avoiding walking away, moving, or leaving because of the emotion tied to a situation. You're gonna really put yourself in a fucked up scenario, okay? And it's gonna cause you to lose what you've worked so hard for. And I don't wanna see that for y'all, all right? So that is the message that I am getting. I'm trying to see what card. Let's see, I'm gonna pull you guys a fairy card, but that is the message, and I don't want to overdo it. It's very straight to the point. Y'all need to protect what y'all built. This is a very specific message. So if this isn't right, you know, check out your other placements, but no, this is the message for Aries, friend. It is what it is. So let's see what your fairy message is. What message needs to be seen for my Aries sun, moon, rising, Venus? I just heard two times. Okay. What message for my Aries sun, moon, rising, Venus? I knew it. I knew two cards was gonna come out. Okay, so look, these are your two cards. You have the Fairy Norn, number 31, planning, patience, cooperation, and then we also have Fairy Godmother, number 32. Revelation, discovery, and epiphany. So I'm going to read these to you, see what comes to you, and then we will close. All right. So 31. I need some lotion. Okay. Planning, patience, cooperation. It is time to be careful, precise, and considered about what you do and what you say, Aries. It is time to share wisely, to look around very carefully, and to consider what patterns of your life will be going forward. It is time to do small and very precise things each day that will increase the stability in your world. It is time for the small, the everyday to be cared for, observed, and known, and for all the loose ends of life to be tied up neatly one by one. There is clutter and some chaos about you. Literally, I can see it, I can feel it. For real. There is no blame in that. The Fairy Norn knows, for all lives, when well lived, hold such things. But your job now is to begin to tidy up your life, to shape it and make it into a form that is more contained, more organized, and somehow, for all of this control, more free. For when you introduce the order, the chaos can no longer eat away at precious reserves of time. Emotions are not squandered in the petty dramas. Oh, let me read that again, friend. For when you introduce the order, the chaos can no longer eat away at precious reserves of time. Emotions are not squandered in the petty dramas that humans love to dally with, and you know what must be done carefully, precisely, and with clear intent, friend, to bring the next shape into your life. You know. Do this and watch your fate simultaneously reveal and transform itself. I'm telling you. That is the message, friend. Let me keep it going. These, look, I was like I almost was not going to pull from this deck because I was like, this is just looking too light, too whimsical for the message that's coming through for my Aries. But no, it was right on par. It was right on par. And some of you guys, you need to know this doesn't mean, for some, I don't know, some of y'all is into some shit right now. But others of you, you're just shining. But you need to understand that these things do come about. And now it's time to build your fortress, your fort, friend. Okay, your moat. We got to do that. You got to protect what's yours. We also have the number 32. And those are one right after the other, okay? So there's a sequence, organization. 1, 2, 3, going in chronological order. Okay, so we have Fairy Godmother. Revelation, discovery, epiphany. When the Fairy Godmother comes to you, be aware that this is a time when you will discover what has been long hidden to you. Your true self will be revealed in surprising ways every day. And sudden moments of heightened perception will make this time especially significant for you. People finally get found out, friend. Manipulators can be seen through. True cost of circumstances are revealed, and any lies about you will be seen. Girl, this can be hard, but it is truly a hardship that is born of protection. You are safer for knowing in whom you can trust in order to make the right choices for your soul. Yeah, secrets will be coming out. Hidden enemies will be exposed, friend, okay? Throughout these revelations and insights will be a guiding hand, and this is the fairy godmother. She is showing you what it is you need to know in order to create and foster a life that works for you. And she is a protective force too. So what you need will come to you now, sometimes in a very strange way. Be mindful of counting your blessings at this time, for this is the energy your fairy godmother can draw upon to keep transforming your life into one which is more abundant, magical, meaningful, and joyful. Note every moment of truth. They are all significant, and you are better for discovering what was once hidden from you. So be thankful for this, but shit is about to get shaken up. And some of you guys are going to be like, damn, I don't know. But it's going to transform you, friend. It is. So yes, Aries, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.